Okay, let's talk about this because this was talked about a lot today. Letitia Wright. People want her canceled. Get out of there. Get out of the MCU. No more. You're done. You're done. All right, so Leticia Wright was in the news today. Well, not really in the news. Well, a little bit. But a lot of people on social media, of course, were talking about it because she has some very controversial takes when it comes to, of course, the COVID vaccine. And yeah, she's kind of one that questions it. And I don't know if she doesn't really want to take it and said stuff like, like it came too quickly and this, that, and this. But this is all stemming from this article right here from the Hollywood Reporter, which is pretty interesting right here. So here's the article right here. Hollywood battles lines emerge in simmering vaccine war. Without mandates to get a shot, some film and TV sets have been thrown into chaos as A-list holdouts have caused work stoppages, while others say it's not my place to police anyone. And that's where I stand on this whole thing too. It's not in any, to me, I'm like, make your choice. You do you, I'll do me. That's where I kind of look at it, and I've always said that. And yes, that'll of course lead into people calling you anti-vax, which is ridiculous. I don't think, I'm like, hey, you go ahead and do what you want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do, okay? Because even times where I'm like, well, why don't we talk about fitness, the vitamins I should take, how my diet should be to help boost my immune system. Anytime I've even put that out there, I've gotten pushback. I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to make suggestions right here, okay? Take the shot, go for it, okay? I haven't yet because I hadn't needed it yet because I had that natural shit. I got that natural shit, guys. But I got to check my stuff out, see if I still have that natural shit. If I don't, guess what? I'm going to go ahead and get the shot. I just hate it when people act like assholes about it or like pointing fingers and calling people evil or whatever the hell. That's what I'm tired of. I mean, that's happening even in the Snyder community when there's talk about Snyder Con. It's like, yeah, Snyder Con happens. Guess what? You're gonna have to show proof of vax, or maybe possibly, depending on what LA County is gonna be like right now. Who knows with the guy that's running this fucking place? He might have to make you piss in a fucking cup or something like that, or do a retina scan. I don't know, but it's like, yeah, when that comes, everybody's gonna be vaxxed. Everyone's going to be vaxxed. I mean, we are now like almost 2 years into this thing. That's why when you had Fauci saying, I don't know if people can, if we could do the Christmas. I'm trying to do a Fauci impression. I don't do a good Fauci impression. You got to wear your mask. I don't know. But he's talking about how families shouldn't get together on Christmas. It's like, well, wait a minute. Like a lot of people have the vax. I know in my family they've had the vax or have had it. So people are pretty good now. And I'm like, yeah, we're all going to hang out for Thanksgiving and Christmas this year, I think. I think we're all going to be good when it comes to that. But then at the same time, you can still transmit it and still get it, even though if you have the vax, but it helps you out. It is like a treatment. It definitely is like a treatment. But this is where all this was stemming from right here. And if you actually read through the article, they talk about this. Let's see, American population where 44% are not fully vaccinated. At least it's only 44. Hey, the majority of it all. George Clooney calls it crazy situation. Of course, he said all that, which is fine. You could say all that, call people stupid at school. From the studio's backlots, well, wait a minute. Let's see, George Clooney said that. This is where it kind of stemmed from here. A number of performers from Rob Schneider, now shooting Netflix show Home Team, and Leticia Wright, filming Marvel's Black Panther Wakanda Forever, have shared anti-vaccine positions on social media. In Wright's case, a set source says she has espoused similar views about the COVID-19 vaccines on the Atlanta production. The British actress quietly parted ways with her entire U.S. team of representatives in the wake of the backlash over posting controversial anti-vaccine video that she did back in December. This was before, isn't that before Biden even took office? Come on, man. Let's get some ice cream. Let's do this. Yeah. Ice cream will fight COVID, right? That's my Biden right there. Disney, the studio behind Black Panther, will begin rolling out a sticker system on all of its new productions in mid-October that requires visible proof of COVID-19 vaccination status. as stipulated in a return-to-work agreement between AMPTP and Hollywood's unions. Those in Zone A who are fully vaccinated will have a wristband. Those who are not will not. That makes sense. I'm glad they explained it like that. Hey, if you got the vaccine, you get a bracelet. If you don't get it, you don't get a bracelet. It's like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Anyways. So they got all that awkward standoff, which, and then there's some people were even talking about, like Anthony Anderson said, I'm vaccinated because I have pre-existing conditions as a type 2 diabetic, so I wanted to make sure that I did whatever I could to stave off the pandemic and COVID. Yes, good. That's what you're supposed to do. Whatever you can to make sure that you're going to be okay if you get this thing. He knew. Okay? But then he says right here, but I'm not here to judge anyone on what they should do with their body. Yeah, choice, right? I can only govern what I'm doing with mine. Yes. As long as they respect me, I respect them. And as long as we keep our 6-foot distance as they respect me and wear a mask, then we can interact and do what we want to do. But it's not my place to police anyone. And that's the problem right there. That's what I'm hating seeing. So, and I'm glad he said that. But then even though like Anthony Anderson took the vax and was all about that, they would call him anti-vax because we're in a very weird time right now when it comes to this. It's like anybody who doesn't follow suit, like 100%, you are evil. It's like, no, it's not the way it is. What's going on, Rob? Oh, my Biden sounded a little Nicky, huh? That's right, yeah. Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome, huh? I mean, kind of, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Man, that guy. But anyways, so who knows what's going to happen to her? But a lot of people were throwing her under the bus today. And then, of course, there's the people like freedom of speech. And it's like, yeah, it's freedom of speech, and she put out her speech, which is fine. But at the same time, she is working for a company, a big, huge company, and they're going to be able to do what they want to do. Sometimes when you work for certain companies, they require you to do certain things, and that's the way it's going to be. Who knows if they're going to actually fire her? I don't know. But you know what's kind of funny about this whole thing, though? Because it says a source from the set said that she's been talking about her anti-vax stuff on set. And I kind of wonder, and a lot of people are just like, see, she sucks. She's evil. Get rid of her. And I just kind of go, okay, but yesterday, anytime you talk about, when a source talks about who might be in the Flash movie or whatever, fucking sources, right? But this one, they're like, yep, the source said so. It's like, okay, interesting. So we just choose to believe sources whenever it feels right. Okay, I get it. I like it. It's fine. So, I don't know. It's just kind of weird just seeing people's reactions and everything like that. And then, of course, people talk about misinformation. And then you ask the people, well, what is the information? And they can't even explain the information because it fucking changes a lot. When we were talking about the vax, we were told, it was sold to us that it's like, hey, once you get this, you don't have to wear your mask, you're good, everything's gonna be okay, and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, oh, wait, no, wait, we were wrong about it. You can still get it, you can still transmit it, so still wear your mask and do that, it's, everything changes all the time. The science keeps on changing, okay? And then, of course, I saw people like, oh, yeah, she plays Shuri in Black Panther, who is all about the science, and then she doesn't believe the science. And then I'm just like, or she questions the science. It's like, well, technically we should always be questioning the science. Like the people who are doing the science should always question the science because then you get answers. That's what science kind of is. I don't know. It's all kind of weird. And I already know I'm being canceled right now. People think I'm evil. They're going to call me a neo-Nazi Thanos. I don't know what they want to call me nowadays. But you know what? Stick to the Trump. Well, you don't want me to do Biden? Come on, man. Come on. Oh, man. I know I should have capitalized on trying to do an impression of both of them when they were doing their debates because that was a complete shit show. Jeez. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's how science works. Yeah, it constantly evolves. Thank you, Don. That's what I always say. Like, Like, yeah, when people on the internet, when they question, it's whatever. But there's always people who are way smarter than us that are constantly going to be like going, okay, let's question that, let's do that. That's why it constantly changes. That's why at first we thought, there was going to be this, and then it ended up being that, and then it ended up being that. My whole thing is just like, can we also talk about anything else but the fucking shot? I mean, yeah, take the shot, 100%. Do it. But also, can we talk about other health stuff too? Can we talk about treatments? Can we talk about all that? If we're going to get through this thing, we got to talk about all of it. We can't just talk about one specific thing, because there are people out there that just think you get the shot, you're good. And it's like, no, you're not. The science has showed us that it's not, that you still could get it. But if you do get it, the shot helps. That's why the shot's recommended. So get the shot. Yes. Okay? But they never talk about the natural stuff. The natural stuff. Because if you do have it, there should be something with that too, though, I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get checked up, because according to my second cousin who's in the medical field, she said I should have been good for 9 to 12 months after having it, and that's starting to come up. So I don't know if my antibodies are still within me. So I'm gonna have to get that checked out, and if I don't have it, guess what? Get the shot. Like I said on Mondays, I'm like, do I have to get in the shoulder? I got more meat back there. Put it right there. That's right. There you go. 2 shows where I spanked my ass, guys. It's been quite a week. Internet going crazy and me spanking my ass. Welcome to Film Junkee Live. Anybody who's new, I apologize. But there you go.